Hello, lovely people of God. Once again, it's your girl, Lady Lucy, and I welcome you all to this channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. To all my returning viewers and subscribers, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. And to the newcomers, I welcome you all to this channel. It is the Shifts with Lady Lucy, and today it's a very wonderful day. I want to share with you a topic I have themed, such is life. Over the days, the months, the weeks, I've been thinking about something about life. It is so unfortunate how the things you do not want or the things you detest in somebody, when given a time, is what becomes of you. Such is life. So, just recently, I had an interaction with a friend, and it was something else. I complained about an attitude I detest, and the response I got me angry a little, but after sitting to analyze everything, I realized it was true. So I complained about an attitude I don't like, and the person just went on to say, "That is how you are." And that wasn't the answer I was expecting, honestly, but it came out to be, "That is it." And I was just thinking about the whole thing. I was meditating about the whole thing, thinking about why that should be. So, from the book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 19, Apostle Paul says, "The good I want to do, I do not do, but the bad I do not want is what I do." It is rather unfortunate sometimes we really want to do good, but whatever thing that we do doesn't come out good. It rather comes the vice versa of it. And I've been thinking about this so much. To the scenario I was just creating, living with people in a society, you end up taking up traits or attitudes which they possess. That is to say, when you become so much acquainted to somebody for a very long time, or when you build a relationship with somebody, you eventually end up picking up some of his or her traits. So this is to say, the good traits we all want to pick, sometimes we end up taking the bad ones. How does that happen? I'm yet to discover it, but for now, I have come to the point that if we do not work towards ourselves, if we do not really put in much effort to know who we are or what we are, we will end up becoming someone else. And I, in particular, I don't want to become somebody else. If I'm going to become somebody else, then that is picking up the positive sides of that person, not the negative traits of that person. So I came up with something. Why would I even pick up the bad trait of a person when I'm complaining about it? The reason is simple. It's because what I detest in that person, I realized it, I saw it, and there was a need for me to make changes. But what did I do? I did not work on it. Rather, it became bitterness in me. And now here I am practicing that same thing. It is really sad how it happened. But I came up with this point. With the word of God governing us, we will be able to avoid all those mistakes in lives. Because if you yourself, you've been able to indicate that that thing is not good, it's not worth it, why then do you have to go for it? Okay, so in Philippians chapter 4, 8 talks about whatever is true, whatever is just, let it be the same thing. So whatever it is, being it right, honest, whatever it is, I mean, you should just go according to the word. So with this thing, sometimes it will hit you hard. Yes, I'm really working on that because I realize there is a need to do more. So knowing perfectly well that such an attitude, I'm going to use anger as an example. So you've realized anger as a bad attitude in somebody, and you do not want to do that same thing. Rather, you built that bitterness in you because the person has that anger spirit. Even when there is no need for the person to be angry, he or she becomes angry. You detest it, right? Yeah, that's good. But what are you doing towards it? You do not let that bitterness, that angry spirit in that person that you have also born grow in you. No, if you do that, you will end up portraying that same attitude. So today I came to you, compare whatever thing that you are seeing that you detest to the word of God. You knowing and realizing it is bad, it is a very good point for you to make that For you to correct that mistake, you do not have to go on practicing the same thing. So today I'm leaving you with this. Whatever is true, whatever is honest, whatever is just, let us all do it to the glorification of God. So seeing somebody with such attitude, I have learned not to condemn that attitude because it could be me, and here I am sharing this with you. I mean, I saw that attitude, I detested it, but I realized I was also getting angry at any little, any least provocation. Where is not me, and that is not me. So what do I do now? I have to go back to the Word of God, read, understand, get illustrations of such incidents, and make very good efforts to do it. To you listening to me right now, I know you've really learned something out of this thing, because in our peers, in our colleagues, in our family, we see all these things, and it is so sad that we end up becoming those things. For instance, having an abusive father in the house, you detest that person, you may end up becoming abusive. Yes, it is very true. Having an insubmissive parent, a mother who is not submissive to your father, and you detest it so much, if care is not taken, you will end up becoming like him. So it is a plea. Let us all come to the fact, let us all come to the realization that this is real. Such as life, you end up becoming who you do not want to be if care is not taken. And we have to take such precautions. And if you are willing to do this, you would always have to compare everything you see to the Word of God. And I believe your life would never be the same. Thank you very much for listening to me. I'm really grateful for your time. Please share this with a friend. Share until it gets to who it has to get to. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Once again, it's your girl, Lady Lucy. See you another time.